Another heinous decline here inside the Bitcoin chart. Is this truly a bearish reversal confirmed, or only a fake out before a retest of the highs? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and this savage action we're seeing inside the chart right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did not get burned here on this drop, as yesterday, if you are subscribed here, Don Carbonaccio was pointing out the signs that we could be seeing a topping out pattern. Of course, I still believe there could be potential for another rise to 9,000 or 9,500, which I'm going to get into. But right now, we are seeing a heinous debacle of a breakdown. And as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame. When we streamed last night, this is where we were, and we had already seen a nice little doji come in here on the 4-hour, and we were looking to see if this level right here at about 86.20 would hold as support. You guys would know that I was saying if we drop below this level, in my opinion, it was going to begin negating the potential bull flag here. Not that the bull flag didn't play out. I mean, if we take our measured move here, right, which is flagpole up, and we move this over, we can clearly see here that we did pretty much almost get to the target, right? It's not perfect, but these measured moves are never perfect. So on a micro level, we did bull flag, but the problem here is that we were met with extreme resistance up around the 88.50 level. What you wanted to see here from a bullish perspective is that 86.20 held as support, right? Upon the back test of the old resistance, you now test it, form new support, and continue to climb. We actually had the back test, and the old resistance failed as new support, and obviously the market has reacted to this news in such a way here that we've began a dump down into the crypto abyss. And the volume here has been immense when you look at it on a 4-hour time frame. I mean, look at this. We haven't had volume like this since the last dump, which is also a little bit concerning here for me, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see the only time that we're getting large volume now after our first test to the high of this trend, which was about 9,000, all of the volume coming in is when we're dumping, right? When we're rising here, look at the little, wimpy volume in here, ladies and gentlemen, not much at all. So the big volume is coming in when the sell pressure is starting to take place, right? So let's look at this. Let's go out to the daily now, okay? So we had obviously a breakdown from our bull flag. I would say on a micro level that the pattern did play out successfully. You guys know, shout out to my VIPs, I was in a long position since down here, right? I was taking plays with this tentative support to continue our run up. I had since exited my positions. I told you guys I would keep you updated with my stop losses and take profit zones. As you can see here, my VIP trade alert was that I've moved my stop losses to 50% at 85.84 and the remaining 50% at 84.96. And these were my positions. I was long from 84.14 and 83.34. So absolutely beautiful profits for me here. Of course, guys, like I always say, if you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. I set stop losses underneath these critical levels, right? I was believing that if we did not find support here at the $8,600 level, that I would remove half of my position, right? So I took at 85.84 50%. And then I said, maybe we get a fake out, right? Maybe we get a fake out, and maybe that we find support somewhere more inside the meat and potatoes of these candles here and then look to boom. But if not, that's it. I'm done. I'm out, and I'm going to take profit on my whole position. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, we broke. I took profits, and then we had a cascading waterfall deep down into the crypto abyss. Right, so I'm not showing you this to be like, oh guys, look, there's my winning trade. Oh, it's nothing like that. I'm showing you my plan, right? Because many people got burned here, right? Many people gonna cry to Don Don in the comments today. Oh, Don Don, I got wrecked again. Kirby wrecked again. There was no reason to get wrecked here, right? We see what's going on. We see where the support and resistance was. We saw that the pattern had already tentatively played out, albeit that this pattern did not have to end, I didn't believe, right? Because if we did play this out, get our flagpole up, and find support here, I believe we could have been due to make a new high, right? Which was enough for me to keep my position long until we provenly broke support, which we wound up doing. But there was no reason to get burned here. When drops like this happen, they shouldn't be coming as a surprise to you. If they are coming as a surprise to you, you're not, planning hard enough. And the thing is that that's what I keep my VIPs up to date with in real time. As you can see here, I post all of my entries, long and short. I post when I update my stop losses, take my profit, etc. So on a day here with the panic, at an all-time high, many people, running around like chickens with their heads cut off here, Don Carbonaccio remains cool, calm, collected, and I took my profits before the major dump off. So now let's continue here on what I'm seeing moving forward. As you guys now know that I'm out of my long position, I took my profits, and I'm now awaiting re-entry to get this crypto on a new trade. And I will be keeping you all updated with my new trades in VIP. Shout out to all my new future VIPs joining right after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. So back to the daily here, we see that we've clearly broken out of the rising wedge, right? And I've been covering this here. The rising wedge is generally a bearish pattern per classical technical analysis theory. The, psychology behind this is that it's a consolidation, right? And when you have upwards consolidation, that's not really what you want to see, right? And the fact is that you're kind of consolidating yet rising at an unsustainable rate. And then once that upward sloping support line gets broken, things can get very dicey very, very quickly. And obviously we've seen that right now, as just from the point of breaking the upward sloping support, we've already seen a drop of 6% at the low. So just from breaking that trend line, right, we've seen a drop of 6%, let alone if we took the range from up top, right? So you see what I'm saying there. Now, this kind of leads me into the bigger picture here. What are we seeing? Why is this wicking here, right? Because we see that there has been a lot of buy action here. If we zoom in, right, we could see this drop down to about 7,700 here, ladies and gentlemen, even into the 7,600 level very briefly, and has been bought all the way back up to about 8,000 right now at the time of recording. So why? What are we making sense of here, in my opinion? Well, if we zoom out, right, you guys know I have my Fibonacci retracements drawn from the bottom of the bear market all the way up to the current high, which was at about 9,000. Now, look at where we found a lot of buy support and buy pressure, ladies and gentlemen. Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. That 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, right? An absolute pinpoint accurate buy zone, okay? Now, why, you may ask? Why did this happen here? Well, the bots, ladies and gentlemen, are very keen on these levels, and this is a very distinct level because it's from the absolute bottom of the bear market, right? This Fibonacci was pulled from the bottom to the top. So the bots here are this is the most prominent Fibonacci retracement out of them all, right? If you want to pull from, say, this swing low to the swing high here, or this low to this high, right, or this low to this high, this is not going to be more prominent for the bots. The bots right now, at least the large majority of them, are going to be looking at the most obvious one of all, which is the entire bear market to the current bullish top, right? So This level has been defended by the bulls. If we go back on the 4-hour here, we can also see that we have a pretty significant support zone here. We're going to make this green. That we may find some range-bound trading in with now, because we have the Fibonacci retracement that obviously the bots are respecting. If we flip on our moving averages here, we could see that on the 4-hour, we are right now still above that 200. I mean, we've dropped below the 50 and the 100, but this is only the 4-hour time frame. So the only one I want to put a lot of, credit to is the 200 there. And we are in a range that we might find some sideways range-bound action. The problem for me here, though, if we go back out to the daily now, is that we're starting to see a lot of signs that this was the top here, right? It doesn't have to be. It's just that we're seeing a lot of signs here that this could have been a peak, leading to a blow-off top in a parabolic trend. And if we are going to see this act as a blow-off top in a parabolic trend, you guys already know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm expecting a retracement to our 0.382 or 0.5 Fibonacci's with a overshot target of potentially the 0.618 Fibonacci. Now, this is also beginning to look like a very probable level for me, because purely, ladies and gentlemen, after a golden cross, right? We've had our golden crosses down here for the bull market, right? Or the bull trend, right? I don't want to call this the bull market. I know that's going to be met with a lot of controversy, but I don't want to categorize this as a bull market. We haven't even proven that this level can be held as support yet. All we've done is go parabolic, which does not, in my opinion, conclude to me that the bull market must be here. It confirms that a bull trend has taken place, but maybe these supports don't hold and we go back into a bear market, right? Just hypothetically, I'm just outlining everything for you here, ladies and gentlemen. As a full-time trader, I'm completely unbiased towards either direction of the trend. When we're in a bear market, I'm trading downwards with a bearish bias. As you guys know now, in this uptrend, I'm trading with a bullish bias. I switch with it, right? It doesn't matter if we're bullish or bearish. I'm going to trade with the trend regardless, right? It's only the moon boys and degenerates with a lottery ticket mentality that want Bitcoin to go to $1 million, Kirby, that cry and complain every time that you see that there's a correction looming. If you see a correction looming, you should be salivating over the potential opportunity for trading that it provides, right? The only ones that complain and cry are the ones that just have a lottery ticket mentality. I don't want to spend time on it. It's irrelevant. Those people shouldn't be watching these types of streams anyway. If you think Bitcoin is going to $1 million, then do whatever you please. If you want to hodl and go to sleep until the year 2096 and hope that it goes up to $1 million, amazing, James. Good luck, and I wish you all the best, my friend. Let's get this crypto. Now, for those that are actually interested in trading, look at our moving averages here on the daily. We have the 50 right here, ladies and gentlemen, lining up nearly pinpoint perfect with the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement. In a golden cross scenario, a very prominent buy point with a high probability for success per classical technical analysis theory is that when these things retrace, they love to retrace into the cross. And look at where we are right now. We have our 50 and our 100 moving right up into this zone of confluence, right? All of our old support here, our old confluence, mixed with the 0.382 and the 0.5 Fibonacci's, all in this range. And tentatively, by the time that we drop down into this range, if we drop down into this range, I would expect that the 100 moving average will be inside this box as well, giving us so much bullish tentative support confluence. It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. When I'm looking for confluence, this is everything, right? Price action, Fibonacci's, moving averages, lots, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you want to see as a trader looking to strike upon potentially life-changing trading opportunity. And for me right now, we are at such a critical point in this trend, because if we cannot hold this green box here, that the bots have tried their one, I feel like this is their final shot, ladies and gentlemen. They fired right here, right? The bots bought this up aggressively. Let's take our price range tool. They've aggressively bought this up nearly 4% to the upside just in the snap of a finger, the blink of an eye, because these algos had been waiting for a Fibonacci retracement to be retested, because all the way up on this parabolic trend, we have not pulled back to a nice Fibonacci like we just did now. So if this fails, right, if this fails, just like we saw a waterfall from the high here, if that Fibonacci gets purged through, we may see another waterfall all the way down to the 0.382 fib, in my opinion, because these algos may get triggered once again. Once again, may we see these algorithms trigger, fire off cells, and create a cascading waterfall. Do not panic, ladies and gentlemen. You must have a plan. If you don't have a plan for all these scenarios, why are you trading? Does that seem like a winning, profitable scenario to be in for you? That you don't have a plan and you're crossing your fingers, hoping for something to happen? It's not, my friends. If you feel like that, then you must wonder why that 95% of traders lose long term, right? The capital and the profits, they all get shuffled along to the people with plans, right? There's only 5%, and they get shuffled into the hands of those with a plan. And a winning plan at that, and a plan that winds up tentatively working out in your favor. Like I said, guys, I keep you all updated with my plans in absolute real time in VIP. Shout out to all my VIPs. I've kept you updated here with my longs, where I moved my stop losses to, where I took my profits, and right now I'm planning and strategizing for my next entry right now. As you can see, I'm out of my long position right now. Am I going to short here? Am I going to long here? Well, this is what I'm going to await the charts to tell me. The chart must tell Don Carbonaccio, where the high probability plays are. I don't sit here and rub the crystal ball, ladies and gentlemen. Right? I'm not sitting here, oh, well, Kirby, if it just drops, you just gotta hodl, because, you know, I heard on some forum that some fortune teller, some time traveler, Kirby, some wizard in a cave in Uganda, he's gonna place a curse on all the bears, and every time they try and sell or short, Kirby, the wizard is placing a curse on them, so it turns into a buy. So all these bears, when they go to sell, they're actually gonna buy, and it's gonna go right to the moon. Clowns, ladies and gentlemen, clowns. Don't be telling me about some wizard in Uganda, James. Don't be telling me about some wizard in Uganda, Joe. Bunch of poop coin Patricks and a band of crypto monkeys, ladies and gentlemen. Do not fluff and puff me up with the Moon Boy Garbaggio, because I will not stand for it, not even for a second, James, not even for a second. Right now, I see that if this level is purged, fireworks may be going off in this market, ladies and gentlemen. Fireworks. If that happens, I'm ready with a plan, and I'm going to keep you updated in VIP with my personal plans. If we break to the upside, right? We need to see what happens here at the $83 to $8,400 region, because just like this was tentatively looking to act as support and failed. May we now see a retest? Fine that this becomes resistance once again. And then this market becomes ready to retest the green box and tentatively fail in this vicinity as well. Lots to look for here. Because you see, right, if this level is tested and it doesn't act as resistance and we burst through, all different scenarios. Maybe we are looking to test the high again. But as you can see here as well, this level is going to coincide most likely with the old upward sloping support line of the rising wedge, right? Which now, as we all know, if you are subscribed here, old resistance loves to become new support. Excuse me. Old support loves to become new resistance. And we are seeing confluence with this pattern as well, along with the price action. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even cover this yet. Along with the bearish divergence on the one-day time frame. Let's get this crypto. The charts right now are speaking in volumes to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing a lot of bearish confluence here. Also, let's go over to the weekly. Before we wrap this up, let's go over to the weekly. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, don't forget to moon up the likes. Moon them up. Smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. Weekly time frame. Let's look here at the weekly RSI. We have now seen that the RSI went into overbought territory for the first time since the parabolic bull run of 2017. And we are right now, for the first time, seeing a correction in the RSI on the weekly time frame for the first time since 2018. Right now, we look poised, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, to potentially have something like this happen. You see all of the times here that we went into overbought, we had a crocodile tooth retracement and correction, right? Right now, yes, we already have a little crocodile tooth here, and that could be it, right? It could be all, right? But again, one metric is never enough, ladies and gentlemen. One metric is never enough. When we look back here, what we see is that we've come up on a staunch resistance level. We've now, on the weekly time frame, stuck in a doji, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it, and look at it real good. That, my friends, is a classic doji tentative reversal candle at the top of a trend. If you're unfamiliar with why dojis are potentially reversal candlesticks, it's because the indecision in the market is now showing its true colors, right? We've seen one before, don't get me wrong. We saw one right here after our first initial boom out of the bearish structure. We were met right after our bullish engulfing weekly candle. We were met with a doji indecisive candle. But now this is getting to be at a point, ladies and gentlemen, where we've come up on massive resistance here. We are seeing that doji come in. We've seen that the RSI on the weekly time frame is now dipping back into neutral territory for the first time here. And as we've seen historically, this has led to some large retracements. If we use a box here just to kind of draw a general vicinity of where a bunch of these have dropped to, you guys see right here. You know, I'm going to drag it right up to there. The reason for that, just if you're not seeing, is this little consolidation blip there. So let's use our price range tool just to get a ballpark on you know, what maybe we see here. Potentially, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, another maybe, you know, 20% to the drop, 20% to the downside in the RSI, to bring us maybe to that 55-ish region, which would be perfectly coinciding with price past performance history here for the RSI on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. As we've seen historically, this would be a very normal and expected level based off historic price action, right? I mean, doesn't have to happen, but I mean, you guys all see here. I'm not making these numbers up. You see a lot of confluence in this range, and we also have the old consolidation blip there as well. So guys, there are a lot of signs from me pointing to the potential downside here for Bitcoin. Of course, nothing is confirmed until confirmations arise, but this is why you need to have a plan in every direction, every way, and everything that you see in this market needs to be calculated in advance. Don Carbonaccio will be keeping you all updated in VIP with all of my plans, strategies, trades, entries, exits, targets, take profits, stop losses, etc. Everything for you, point blank, in VIP, in real time. I will see you all in VIP right now. Shout out to all my future VIPs as well, joining VIP right now after this video. It's time to crush this market, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get this crypto. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'm fired up. Do not, ladies and gentlemen, do not take failure as an option in this market. If you're failing to plan, then your plan is to fail. Don Carbonaccio does not fail to plan. Don Carbonaccio plans to succeed. And I will be keeping you all updated with my trades, strategies, entries, exits, plans, all of it, exclusively in VIP for you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get wrecked here. Don't be getting caught like a deer in the headlights. Thrive, prosper, and succeed in this market. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I will see you all in VIP right now. I'm ready to trade. I'm ready to take new positions, and I'm ready to get this crypto. Shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.